Summer has finally come to Copenhagen. This is also why I'm not wearing pants, but you will not see that. Lately, I've just felt like watching summery movies that have that kind of warm summer feeling to them, with lots of like nice views and aesthetic movies that have that where you can almost feel the warmth, kind of. So I have put together a list for you with movies that have this warm, summery, vibey feeling that are also beautifully made, and some of them also have very good fashion, nice clothes, always a plus. The first movie that I don't know how I missed this, but I found out about it when I was watching one of Paige Wassel's videos about nice home interiors, and it's Call Me By Your Name. It came out some years ago, but in the movie I believe they are meant to be like in the 80s or something. It's a beautiful movie. It's so beautiful. I just want to have like a little house on the countryside in Italy and bike to buy my groceries in a like old bike, you know, all those kind of dreamy vibes are there. It's also a very unique love story, and I think it's a beautiful movie. It's beautiful because it's aesthetic, but it's also a nice story, and they also have so many good like interior details. I just want to decorate my home like that and pretend I'm not in the city but like on the countryside. So that one, if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix now, at least here in Denmark. If you haven't seen it, you must see it. It definitely ticks all the boxes for a great summer film. The second film I have on my list is actually not too far from Call Me By Your Name, and it's The Talented Mr. Ripley. This is a movie that also takes place, I believe, in Italy, and it's super beautiful. It has all those nice shots of like the sea and boats and you know, the whole Italian vibe that we love. Probably if we're not from Italy, I guess, or probably if you are from Italy as well, I don't know. But it's super beautiful. Fashion is, Jude Law is in this movie, and in one scene he's wearing like a super nice polo shirt that is yellow, and I think it's like a little see-through. It's so pretty, and he's super hot. Talented Mr. Ripley also reminds me of the book by Donna Tartt, The Secret History. It's kind of the same vibe. If you have read that book, I guess you know what I mean. Shit, everyone is like working on things now. I don't know if you can hear all the machines, but there's some guy on the rooftop, and now there's someone outside. Show some respect. The third film is still in the same kind of category, but I mean, the two first films I said are good movies, but this one is, honestly, it's not a good movie. It's quite stupid, and not like, I can totally appreciate it doesn't have to be deep. I can totally appreciate the movie that is somewhat like easy to watch and just like a feel-good movie. But this is a feel-good movie, but it's also, I don't know, they could do better, but it's very pretty. It's beautiful, people look beautiful, and you want to move to Tuscany. About Under the Tuscan Sun. If you haven't seen it and you just want to spend some time watching something super easy, but that has like where they have nice surroundings, this is something that could be worth to spend 1 or 2 hours on. I want to watch more movies, so if you have any recommendations for me, let me know. I want to see more movies where they have nice interiors, where they dress nicely or inspiring, or that is just like an aesthetic movie. It can be like shot in a special way or something else. So if you have a recommendation for me, let me know. I would love to see more movies. And it doesn't have to be like an American movie. It can definitely be like an indie movie from somewhere. If I can find it, I would love to watch it. The fourth movie is a Woody Allen movie. And I know Woody Allen is quite problematic, but if we are separating the creator from the movies, we can totally see how this is like a lovely movie. I'm talking about Midnight in Paris. This movie, I've seen it a few times through the years, and it always gives me this super warm feeling, and it's super dreamy, and it's about this American writer that comes to Paris with his wife and her family, and then he dreams away, and he finds himself in another era. He kind of time travels, and it has like, it really like, it feels like when you were a kid and you wanted something like, I wanted to live in like the 60s and the 70s so bad, because I had this idea of that being the perfect time. And when you want something and you think that if you just want it enough, it might come true, it really gives me those feelings of wanting to time travel. Fashion, not very good. Like, they don't dress very well in this movie when they are like in now time, but when they travel back in time, you have beautiful scenes, beautiful clothes, super dreamy. It's just like a very nice movie. Woody Allen, he might be problematic, and he hasn't, I mean, he's not the best when it comes to portraying women, but he is one of the best when it comes to portraying cities. He really makes the city looks like the best place on earth. And leading to the next film, which also is a Woody Allen film. Vicky Cristina Barcelona is also a Woody Allen film, and this one is more problematic when it comes to the portrayal of the characters, especially me being Latin American woman. There is this stereotype of Latin American women being very like heated and angry and passionate and wearing red dresses and being sexy and crazy, and you know. And we definitely have this character in this movie, played by Penelope Cruz, and then we have Scarlett Johansson playing like the sexy blonde. If we can appreciate the movie for the rest and just ignore those things, it's a beautiful movie. It's very like, it is very passionate. It's very like, you always have this kind of sexy tension underneath, and it's beautiful. The scenery is like magical. I want to move there. I want summer to never end. I want like sunshine. I just want to bathe in sunshine when I see that movie. This sixth film is very different from the others. But it's one of my favorite movies all times. I haven't seen it now in a few years, but I saw it so many times when it was shown. I remember I was living at home, it was shown on TV, I recorded it on a VHS, and I saw it so many times. It's The Virgin Suicides. It's a beautiful movie. It has this kind of dreamy and airy vibe where all the scenes are very like magical and sultry, but it's also dark, and I actually like that combination with darkness, like dark topics portrayed in a summery atmosphere. Good clothing, good styles. Josh Hartnett looks amazing in this movie, except for his hair. His hair is super weird in this movie, but he dresses so. I wanna dress like he is dressed in this movie. It's in the 70s. As you know, I love the 70s and I love that vibe. Kirsten Dunst does an amazing part. I don't know, it's just one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, I hope you can find it somewhere. I tried to find somewhere to stream it from, but I couldn't really find anywhere. So yeah, if you can find it, watch it. It's one of my absolutely favorites, and it definitely has that summer vibe, like Lana Del Rey, sad summer vibe. Yeah. I hope you have a great weekend and let me know what you think of the movies.